Hello everybody and welcome back to Dirt Road Nation.
I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men.
Satisfying clunk.
Wild turkey out of Jack Daniel's glasses.
You just gotta show Jack who's the real boss.
I just really like the shape of these glasses, to be honest with you.
Eddie sends his regards.
Yeah. So for this video today, we thought we would do something a little different and talk about 6 whiskeys that we regret buying. Now, luckily, it was actually difficult for us to come up with that many. So, I don't know if that means we're drunks or all whiskeys redeemable, but these 6.
I want to start this first one off.
Oh yeah, I know you want to be the one to say this. You earned it.
Behind Bars.
Behind Bars whiskey out of Kansas.
It is god awful. I'd rather drink dumpster juice.
It is like $8 for like a liter, or maybe it was a handle, and it is the worst experience I've ever had with anything that could be called whiskey, and I didn't even get drunk off of it. That's saying something.
Neither did I.
But you still threw up.
I did. I couldn't choke down the 3rd shot in a row.
Oh god, that stuff was awful. That was possibly the single worst idea you've ever had.
I agree with you.
So I'll take the next one. This is going to piss a lot of people off, but if you've watched any of our content, it should not surprise you. I call it the Henry McKenna Alphabet Mafia, aka the 10-year bottled in bond. Henry McKenna. Single barrel. It's just so much hype for basic bourbon that tastes like slightly better than Jim Beam White Label, but you're gonna have a hard time finding and now pay more than double the price, probably like triple the price. So, yeah, that shit's just awful. Some people disagree, but I just do not recommend it at all.
I think if it was $20 a bottle,
I'd be alright with it.
It would be passable, but.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you had to say on that one?
Yep.
So I'll go on to my next one. Kentucky Deluxe.
Shocker.
It's just bad.
Go ahead.
There's not much to say other than it's just bad.
You may notice that several of them on our list are just bottom shelf whiskeys that we took a chance on. That said, we have definitely tried some bottom shelf whiskeys that were fine, because I can think of at least a half dozen bottom shelf whiskeys I've tried that did not make this list. Yeah. So, did you have more you wanted to say about Kentucky Deluxe?
Nope, it's bad.
It's terrible. Alright, so this one, Jake didn't even put on his list. I'm not super shocked. He didn't hate it near as much as I did. But there was just so much, it was like watery mint on this whiskey that I just could not do. We are professionals. Wild Turkey 81 Rye. The 101 Rye is phenomenal. The 81 Rye is straight garbage. I didn't want to try the Wild Turkey 81 Bourbon because I hated the rye so much, and the 81 Bourbon, it turns out, is great. So,
yeah, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, but the 81 Rye is, I will just not drink whiskey before I will drink that again.
I'll have a Coke, please.
Yeah! It's an inappropriate joke to say right now.
My next one is, I don't know if it's just called Texas or just TX. I don't know. It's TX Bourbon. It's god awful and it's overpriced for what the juice you're getting.
I see people consistently recommending that one, as a type of Texas bourbon to try, don't unless you bought something else to compare it to that's also from Texas, because it is the benchmark for the bottom of the barrel for Texas. Everything from there will be up for you. So.
Yes. Agreed.
I don't care if it's fermented ass juice. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that terrible. Behind Bars was that terrible. I would legit rather take a chance on fermented ass juice.
Oh. Yeah. That's all I've got on that one. Gonna die.
Alright, so why don't you take... our last one is the same, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a double shot, because I thought of another one.
Okay. Kansas whiskey. It is in a weird, funky looking white bottle. It just says Kansas whiskey on it. Got some other cursive.
It's a clear bottle with a white label at the top.
And it's just god awful. I only know one person who actually liked it, and he drank our bottle of it. So, thanks, Tom.
I know two.
Oh,
Tom and the lady that suggested it to us in the first place. We were not even old enough to buy alcohol. And this lady was like, "This is some of the best whiskey I've ever had. You guys have to try it. It's so smooth." First off, if someone says they like a whiskey and they describe it as smooth, it's not an indicator to run, but it is an indicator of do not value their opinion all that great, if that is the only descriptor they can give it. If it's one of the descriptors, that's fine. Because I would never not use that as a descriptor for Gentleman Jack.
yeah.
But I can also give you other stuff to describe Gentleman Jack. So that's worth noting. But yeah, that was terrible. And I tried it again later. It's still terrible.
I wonder if it's just white behind bars. Like clear behind bars.
They're both from Kansas, so maybe. I think Behind Bars was actually made in the Missouri side. Which I would say good, that side can have it, but Missouri's making me like it more and more lately, so... So here's a seventh whiskey that I thought of while we were doing this video. And it is the Heaven Hill whiskey. The base Heaven Hill whiskey.
That is funny because I did think of that after we started.
Is awful. It's terrible. I bought it, I think the first time I went to Alabama. I gave it to my brother because I didn't like it. My brother will mix in whatever with pop. And he did not drink it. It ended up, he held on to it for like 2 years and it fell off the fridge when I moved here and nobody was sad. So.
I would rather drink McCormick vodka.
Yeah. And vodka half the time makes me gag. But it was just awful. Imagine taking Kentucky Deluxe and then mixing that with vodka. And you have roughly what that whiskey was like.
Yeah, that is fucking accurate.
So, any others come to you during the video?
Nope, just that one.
Alright, so there's 7 whiskeys that we, after years of reviewing whiskey thoroughly, regret. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, till we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Roadmen. Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook where we post every day.